Well, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Well, it's another beautiful day, spring day.
It's gonna be like 70 today, and I
man.
am like just thrilled. This warm weather has been so great, considering like maybe 1 week ago we had
Couple
snow.
inches of snow, yeah, so it's crazy.
So this is really nice.
And yesterday we got our metal roofing delivered to the house.
Just super, super exciting.
Yeah, so we have all of our parts laid out. We're kind of just going over, and we kind of wanted to talk to you guys about how we're going to do this. And we've mentioned this before, but we have a couple of pieces that we have to install on that tall wall before where the roof meets at. There's a flashing that needs to go on there that we need to install before we can do our siding.
Yes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get that smaller roof roofed today.
Yeah.
And roofed.
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 What do you guys say? Roofed or roofed?
I think it's actually I really don't know. But anyways, we are gonna put the roofing up on that.
Yeah, exactly.
Small roof, and that way we can get the siding all finished up, and then we can paint.
Then we can paint, which we're really excited for, because it's really, you know, as you guys can see, the barn, this front part of the barn is actually sided, but because it's not painted, it really doesn't give the effect that we really want to go for. So
yeah. And the lights. I can't wait to put the lights up there.
So we ordered one more light, so that's coming.
Yeah. So I guess we'll show you all the parts.
So these are the panels that we're going to be using for our roof. They're black. This is a 29 gauge corrugated metal, and it's a tough rib is what it's called. And we got this stuff from the roofing barn. If you guys want to look at them, if you're local to this northern Idaho area. They're in Potlatch, Idaho. Highly recommend them. They've been great to work with. And so we're just going to talk about kind of the pieces that we have for this barn. This is going to be a snow break. And so this is going to be installed on this longer roof. We're going to have 2 snow breaks, one at the bottom and kind of one in the middle or so, just so that we can not lose any snow or ice off that roof, because we're going to be capturing all the water here on our homestead off of the roofs of our buildings. So we want to make sure that we kind of capture that stuff, and it also creates, you know, a safety issue. If that's a really long run of roof, that snow could fall off and hurt somebody. So it's important to have that type of stuff. Okay, and so this right here is our ridge cap, and that goes at the very top. It really doesn't have a ridge per se, but it's a cap at the very top of that. And so that will be put on top of the metal roofing, and then it will sit up against our fascia. We also have fascia eaves as well, which will go up the eave and sit on our fascia and on top of our roof, very similar to the cap at the very top of that tall wall. Hey, we're trying to make a video, buddy.
Are you trying to say hi to everybody?
I love you.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you. Where's your frisbee? Where is it? Go get it. All right, so this is our flashing for that end wall, and they call it an end wall, but basically it's just where a vertical wall meets a roof. You want to have some sort of a flashing there so that water can't get to where the roof meets the wall. And so what this does is this sits on the wall and this sits on your roof. And then the last thing we have is a drip cap, and they go ahead and make these right in house, and it basically just goes on the bottom of both of our roofs where the gutters are going to be. All right, and lastly we have our fasteners. We're going to use these 1-inch screws to install the roofing and all of the trim. So we have 5 bags of these, and let's just hope we have enough screws. So we'll get on it. All right, so this is our drip edge for the end of our roof. And what I did is I peeled back our tar paper, and basically we put plastic cap nails in there, and I just took my punch and I just punched them down into the roofing, and then the plastic cap will pop off, and then you could peel that tar paper back off, and then I'm going to set the tar paper on top of this drip edge, nail the drip edge through the roofing or through the tar paper into the roof, and that's going to hold it on there. That'll also hold our tar paper back again because we pulled the nails off the bottom by doing that. All right, here's our seam for our fascia, and the way we're going to tackle that is we're going to take some blue painter's tape, and we're going to take a chunk off of here, and then I'm going to rip this in half, and then I'm going to take the straight part of this, put it right along the edge of this, really smash it in there so you can get all the little grooves of this wood grain. And then we're going to take our caulk and just fill this joint in. Okay. Then we're just going to take our finger, or you could use a putty knife or anything to tool it. We're just going to kind of smooth it out so it's not sticking out past anywhere. And then once you do that, just take this tape, just peel it right back off. And it leaves like a perfect filled in spot for the seam, and then you don't smash any or ooze any of that caulk onto the face of this board, so it looks really good. Yeah, you gotta keep it against your body. I know.
Oh my god.
Just be careful.
I don't know if we should be doing another one.
I got the tape done.
Oh my goodness. Every day is windy.
It started out no wind at all.
Just trying to wait for the wind to die down.
How are we looking for end with the other sheet?
It needs to come down just a little bit.
Oh no!
That looks pretty good.
All right, let's check our panels. We had a huge windstorm come in last night, and we had taken all the trim pieces off of this pile, and oh yeah, they got scratched
And bent.
and bent. Man, that sucks. Oh well.
Yeah, look at how scratched it is.
It's too bad. Well, we'll see how much damage. We had five of the sheets blew off, you know, and it's pretty
They
rough
were
over there.
all the way over there.
Trying to pick those up last night. We had flashlights and headlights on, and just totally didn't think that they would blow off like that.
No.
And now it's getting windy now again.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be able to do roofing today.
Roofing, probably not a good idea.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Well, we're back out at the barn. We're gonna start doing our metal roofing, or continue doing our metal roofing. And the one thing that I figured out the last time we were doing it was the longest part of that whole process is me measuring where I want to put all of my screws. So what we did is we brought all of our panels over here to make it easier, one, for Tanya to carry, to hand up to me, and two is I want to line all these up perfectly, and then I'm just going to take my drill and I'm going to pre-drill the holes that are going to go into this roofing. And I think that's going to really speed up the process. That way she could just hand me up a sheet, I could be screwing it down and get done a lot faster than me trying to measure each screw hole and mark it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, get these all pre-drilled. We moved our scaffolding over to this side of the barn, and we're going to try to figure out a system of making it easier for her to get those up there. So we'll go ahead and start screwing. All right, so I'm going to continue on that process, all the holes. All right, we're up around the roof and we're putting these panels down, and we just wanted to bring to your attention to this butyl tape that we're putting on. We're putting them on all of our overlap seams, and you don't really necessarily have to have this on our roof. Code requires anything below a 412 to have this butyl tape. We have a 512 roof, so we technically don't need this, but we're just trying to be extra safe, so we're gonna go ahead and put this on anyways. Basically just lining it up on this back side, so the next sheet is going to overlap this a little bit, and you want to have it on this overlap, and that way if any water were to build up on this panel, it can't leak up over and get onto your roof.
So we have all but this last panel up on the roof. This one just needs a little bit of a trim down, and we'll get that up there. And then Levi just has a few more screws to throw in the panels and put like a eave cap and our end wall flashing up there, and then the roof on the small, well, the roofing on the small roof will be finished, which is really exciting. Then we can get the siding up on that wall there, and all of the siding will be done, which would be amazing. All right, we'll get to cutting this sheet.
Can't be too safe.
Man, that was loud.
Yeah.
Looks
Good.
it's a little bit different when I'm looking at it from down here. What do you think?
Let's go up just a little bit. Perfect.
There we go.
Nice.
Looks good.
Grab my drill.
It's dirty, but they're all really dirty. This is the dirtiest. It was the one that was on the top over there.
Just want to be careful not to squirt out this gasket too much.
Yeah, only, what, a couple of hundred screws to go?
Only a couple hundred screws to go. All right, we're done with the roofing. All the panels are up and all screwed down. I am definitely regretting doing 18-inch increments. So on the big roof, we're gonna do 24. But it looks great. All the screws are in. Now let's jump to the flashing part and get this completely sealed off, and then we can start working on the siding.
sorry, Levi's working on putting the drip edge on the other side of the barn here before we can do the big roof. But yesterday he came out and he painted all the rest of the panels. These are the ones that are gonna go up on the tall roof or tall wall on that small roof. And it was like when he got to the very last sheet, he saw on the back, it says, for soffit and ceiling deck use only, do not use as siding. And that, it's kind of funny because when we picked up the siding and we were unloading it off the trailer, we both kind of were like, this is different than the other stuff, but we thought maybe just the 8-foot sheets are cut that way. Well, no. So he did call the lumberyard where we bought the siding from, and they said, yes, we did in fact get the wrong stuff. We paid for the siding and we were given this instead. And even though Levi spent, you know, a good part of the day yesterday painting, they said, you know, if we could bring them back, that would be great. Well, so that's what we're gonna do. Today is a great day for us to be outside and working on the big roof, so we're gonna continue to do that. And then tomorrow we'll run up to Coeur d'Alene and just make a big supply run out of the trip. So we're gonna just continue, like I said, with the roof. Levi is putting that drip edge up right now, and we'll do what we can today and then gear up for driving up to town tomorrow.
All right, hey, what's going on, guys? Well, we're back out at the roof on the big one, and we're gonna start putting these 27-foot long panels up. So we are first gonna establish a square line with the bottom here because we want the panels to overhang about 1.25 inches or so. And that'll help just make sure that the water goes into our gutters. And so we're gonna pop a line, and then we're gonna square a line going from top to bottom off of that red line, and see if we could get this to be square. We had a little bit of issues on the other side of the barn trying to keep it square, so I want to make sure, because these panels are so big, that we start off perfect, and then hopefully we could just maintain that and just it'll go real smooth that way. So we're gonna go ahead and pop a line here. Let me measure. Where's my tape measure at? All right.
This is kind of like deja vu.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, so we'll have to get you up here.
Okay.
We'll hold this side. You know what? We probably don't.
I can.
Let's just see if I can get this.
What if I pop it?
You can pop it.
I'll pop it. Shaky scaffolding. All right.
Oh, look at that.
I learned from the best.
I am impressed.
Oh yeah. Do you want me to double it?
Nope. Fresh chalk.
I don't know if I'm as good as you, but
Oh yeah, it looks perfect. It is dangerous for me, having this flake stick out like that.
Well, you hit your head on everything, so it really doesn't matter.
Hey.
I mean, it matters, but it... You know what I mean.
so we set up all these, well, set up the scaffolding in hopes that this will help us be able to get these really long panels up easily. We'll see how it goes.
All right, you ready?
Do I need to come up there now?
Yep, so you can be at the top or the bottom.
obviously I'm gonna put top.
Ready?
Yeah. All right, now that we have the roof squared out, we're gonna try
Oh, we don't know how this is gonna go.
the first panel up. So wish us luck.
Here we go. All right, so I'm wondering. I'm gonna see if it folded in half.
Okay, so you should probably get up there,
Okay.
and then I'll keep feeding it up. Maybe we should have done 2 pieces.
Maybe we should have done 2 pieces.
Yeah.
I think you need to. Alright, so now we gotta go.
Here, step it up though. Put like a rod right here where you can grab onto. That'd probably work.
All right, first one went up really well, so let's hope it keeps going that way for us. Again, it's a beautiful day, so let's hope it stays that way. The wind stays calm, and we can just get as much done today as we can.
leak happens, we'll have it leak on the house.
The elk are up on the hill over there.
Well, we're exactly halfway done. And as much as I want to stop,
We're gonna keep going, yeah?
At least one more because we put butyl tape down.
Yeah. It doesn't seem wise to stop. We have good weather. It's not too windy. And we have to do stuff tomorrow. Don't.
What are we doing tomorrow? What are we doing tomorrow?
we
Are picking up something very special.
Uh-oh.
Are you as tired as I am?
I'm exhausted. We just have 2 more sheets to go.
2 more.
Oh, what a day. You know, if we could have just jumped right on this, but to do this, we have to put drip edge down. We have to set scaffolding up. Like, it's not just throw the sheets up there, so.
We never get started when we intend to, but that's okay. Still early. We have 2 more sheets to go.
We'll get them done and go in and go to bed.
Probably.
Probably.
All right, well, last sheet of roofing. So we need to cut it. We're gonna do that now and then put it up on the roof.
Yes. All right. Here, hold the chalk line over here so the red chalk runs. Okay. Still good. You're gonna have to pop your side.
Okay. Oh, wish I had taken my gloves off.
Yeah, me too.
Let's see. looks good.
You can see that line from space. Push it out towards this way.
Yeah.
My drill's right there, so.
Yeah, I see it. Oh, well.
We did it.
We did it. In one day, the big roof. Like, this blows my mind.
Oh, you know, the game changer was having all the panels stacked together and putting all the pre-drill screws
Pre-drilling.
in.
We didn't show you that on the big panels, but we did show you that on the little ones.
Yeah, we did it the exact same way. And so you could measure your sheets to where you know you want to have a screw at the top and bottom at a certain measurement, and then you kind of equally space out all the rest of the screws. And we actually went 2 foot on the big roof this time.
Yeah.
And it worked out absolutely perfect, hooking on the bottom screw, and we went 2 foot, 2 foot, 2 foot, 2 foot. And then the cap for the top will be at another 2 foot with the screws. So all the screws will perfectly line up, which you won't be able to see from the bottom, but for me, I'll always know, hey, that was perfect.
Yeah. So, really technically the roofing is not done.
Still got a bunch of flashing to put up.
Got to do the flashing and
trim
the trim pieces and things like that. But yeah, not today.
Well, the tar paper's not going to blow off anymore.
Yes.
Now we don't have to ever worry about it. So we
Well,
have
hopefully.
we have about half the screws in. All right. Well, that's going to wrap today up. So we'll catch you guys later.
All right. Oh, help me. Oh, careful. Woo! All right, I'll go this way.